There's really nothing as bad as being an introvert and also being a people's pleaser, because most of the time what you really want to tell people is, I'm sorry but I'm not interested in being your friend, but you really cannot do that because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But I'm an introvert who's not a people's pleaser, or I used to be, but nowadays I'm not, and I really do not care. And I've gotten to the point where I actually tell extroverts who want to be my friends that I'm not interested in the friendship. Well, I don't say it directly because, again, I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm not people pleasing, but I just want to be kind. But most of them just don't get it. They don't get it. I get it. I am amazing. And a lot of people always just want to be around me because I have really always been very comfortable on my own. I am the only girl in my family, and most of the time I used to just be on my own, yeah, because I'm the only girl, and the guys, they just go play their own games and I'm left alone. So from a young age I just learned to be on my own, and a lot of people apparently didn't live like that, so they always want to have people around. And because I really cultivated a really great life where I'm just great on my own and I'm always enjoying my own time, people are attracted to that, and especially extroverts, because a lot of extroverts don't understand how you can be an introvert and actually enjoy being on your own, because a lot of extroverts are always trying to run away from their own thoughts. And so when they see you having a good time, like you're just taking a walk and you are enjoying nature and you're smiling, they're like, oh my god, that is so cool, I want a piece of that. They want to be in your life, but you don't want them, but they want you, and they force themselves into your life. And then they realize, oh my god, this person is actually an introvert and they don't want me around. And they're like, oh no, how can you not want me? How can you not want me? Yeah, I'm an extrovert, I'm cool. And you're the introvert and you're like, no, you're not cool. Silence is cooler than you. And they're like, no, you cannot say that. You absolutely cannot say that I'm better than silence. How can you compare me with silence? How can you want silence more than me? I'm a human being. Surely, how can you be so cruel? Why are you being such a bad friend? There's so many times that I've had to contend with that, and I'm just like, I cannot do this anymore. I'm just exhausted. Just don't have any capacity to take on people as friends, because for me, I do believe that friendships are really like relationships and it takes two to tango, but it's really hard when it comes to introverts and extroverts. And I find that it's really difficult, especially because in the society that we live in, there's a way that friendship is expected to be, and most of the time it's really defined in the way that extroverts see friendships as. So for example, I do believe that even before that damn cock, for example, before you even start a friendship, there has to be someone who looks at you and be like, oh my god, I want to be that person's friend. And then they come to you and maybe a conversation starts, and then the relationship is going to form gradually. But I do believe inherently that there has to be someone who is chasing the other. Just like in a relationship, there has to be like the hunter or the chaser. And because I'm an introvert, most of the time I want to be chased. If you want to be my friend, you have to chase me, you have to hunt me, you have to convince me why I need to let you into my life as my friend. And I find that a lot of extroverts who want to be my friend, they think that they'll just come over to me one day and be like, hi, I really like your vibe, and then we'll have a chat, and then after that, that's it, good friends. No, you have to do more. It's just not going to take one conversation, and most of the time I find with extroverts, even that one conversation is not really as deep because a lot of them are not self-aware. That's from the experience that I've had. One conversation is not enough for us to decide to be friends. At most, you're going to be an acquaintance, but after that you have to do more, and the more does not include you inviting me to places. No, it includes having conversations, because relationships are built on communication. Maybe going to places is going to help with really coordinating those conversations, because you're really trying to be comfortable with each other. But it's not just going somewhere and having fun. It's about really trying to really build that kind of relationship together. It also is frustrating to try and explain to extroverts over and over again that you just don't want to go anywhere, that you just want to stay in and you want to be in your own space. And a lot of times I've always been met with, so you don't want to hang out with me? But it's like, no, I just want to be on my own. It has nothing to do with you. And they end up concocting this story on their own that, oh my God, you don't even want to hang out with me anymore. You don't like me. This is not working. This friendship is not working. What is it have I done? What can I do? And I'm like, no, you don't have to do anything. It's nothing about you. It's me. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Well, I'm not really the problem, because there's nothing wrong with an introvert just wanting to be in their own space, but because a lot of extroverts see that as the problem and they try to guilt trip you into hanging out with them, which is really not good. And that's why I just don't want to have friendships like this, or I'm just not interested in friendships at all, because I really don't like people. I don't know why it's so hard for people to just understand. I just prefer being on my own, and no, it's not a problem. I just enjoy being on my own. Yes, me just sitting here and actually filming while the sun is really hitting my face, and my face is really shining like I have a huge globe of Vaseline on my face. This is great. This is great. I don't have to deal with people's energies, which most of the time are really draining. Another thing that really frustrates me is when the extrovert friends want to try something in their lives because they think it's fun, but they want to rope you in because they're afraid of doing it on their own. And I'm like, no, I'm not interested. For example, someone wants to try swimming because they've never learned swimming and they want to learn how to swim. And they want you to join in on it because they can't do it on their own. And I'm like, but I'm not interested in learning how to swim now, perhaps in the future. And then they're like, oh my God, you don't want to hang out with me. No, I'm just not interested in whatever it is that you're trying to do. It has nothing to do with you again. And I find that what is most frustrating with a lot of people is just not understanding that just because I don't want to do something with you doesn't mean that it's you who is the problem, or I don't want to hang out with you. I'm just not interested. I'm not interested. And this is maybe because we live in societies where we're really taught to be people pleasers and to just do whatever it is that other people want so that we can keep the peace. But I'm really over that. I am exhausted. Life is short. I'm not going to do things that I don't want to do. I'm not going to hang out with people that I'm not interested in. I'm not going to hang out with people who just take from my energy and I don't get anything out of them. I'm not going to hang out with people who want to do things that they find fun just because they don't want to be doing it alone. I mean, just go somewhere, sit down and be comfortable with yourself. Learn to be self-aware. Learn to do things on your own. Stop running away from yourself so that you can stop harassing introverts to be your friends. We're not interested. Well, I'm not interested. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in being your friend. I really care that you're a human being. I respect you for that, but I want you to live your life. But I really don't care to even know about anything that's happening in your life. I really don't. I don't. I wish that it was more acceptable in society to say that to people, because we don't have to really be talking to everyone each and every day so that we can show that we care. You know, sometimes staying away from people is the best way of showing that you care. Something that we really need to do is change the way we look at friendships. You don't have to do friendships the way society tells you that you're supposed to. You don't have to do it the way the extroverts tell you that you have to do it. Just do it how you want. Perhaps friendship for you looks like just you and your cats and your dogs. Or perhaps friendships looks like you and your other introvert friends, or it looks like you and your extrovert friends because you like having them around and they like having you around and you don't mind them. I think it's really important for you to really raise your voice and not allow other people to tell you what your life should look like. You're the one that really decides what it's going to be like.